Hello, hello, dear friends. Welcome, welcome. So for today's math assignment, we're gonna be talking about graphs. So it's been some time ever since we last worked with graphs. Yeah, last time was when we were talking about families. Remember, we were asking ourselves how many family members we had in family, how many people we had in family, and we were counting them. And yeah, some of you had three, some of you had four, five, six, right? So what we do, what graphs are for, is for us to then gather information, but then represent it and somehow make it more tangible and understandable for people by looking maybe at something like this. Oopsie, something like this, right? That looks something like this, but we're gonna see information here. Sometimes people use tally marks. Sometimes people use props or things. Sometimes they use colors or lines. There are different types of graphs or charts and pictographs. And we're just going to be grasping a little bit the idea of it. And I'm gonna show you some examples right now, and then we're gonna be working on a little activity here. And I'm gonna be asking you some questions, and then you can answer those questions. And if you want, you can also share your own graph with me. Okay, friends? So I'm gonna share my screen with you. And again, graphs are for us to understand information better, right? So we gather information about a certain topic, and then we represent it in a graph, and then we can maybe ask ourselves, which one, maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna explain to you which thing it has the bigger amount or the smallest amount, and maybe we can then understand things better. That's what we use graphs for. Like, for example, here we were asking, this is just an example, we were asking some people, which one is your favorite fruit? And as you see here, we have that. We were using a bar graph. This is how we call this one. And you can represent it like this or like this, whatever works best for you. That is also very, very personal. For me, this is an easier way to understand it. This one is a little bit confusing for Miss Vicky, but that's me. It doesn't have to be you. And we need to see these bars. We can already see which one is bigger, longer than the other. So it says here that only 20 people liked mangoes. Over here, apples had a bigger amount of people, 60 people. These are big numbers. Then grapes were also, they say that 80 people like grapes. Then we had, the biggest, I think, 100 people like bananas. And then a little less over here, oranges. It's in the middle of this. That means that it's like around 45, maybe around that, because it's in the middle or maybe even 50, huh? Well, that is another talk for another day. The thing is that we can then see in an easier way, instead of maybe even using the numbers, we can see which one was more liked, right? Over here, you just have to think, how do I know that the bananas were the fruit that was most people's favorite? The graph is bigger, right? Which one wasn't that like, which is surprising? Because I love mangoes, but it says here, yeah, you see the shorter graph is actually mangoes. Yeah, less people liked mangoes, right? Bananas was the biggest, mangoes was the shortest. Interesting, because I love mangoes. Over here, we can also see another way to represent the graph. There's different ways, and they're okay. They're just different, and maybe some of you understand some better than others. Over here, we may be asking, what's your favorite color? And you see this over here, we have some numbers here, and we're representing by writing their names, and then we can see which line has which lane, yeah, has the most names. So as you see here, it says that Alice, Hannah, Emma, Claire, and Louis, they like color yellow, and we can already tell that yellow was the most liked color, right? And then less people like uh, red. You see, we have only Tom and Liz, only two people. Green also only Ruth and Paul, two people, and then also purple, only Sean and Lila liked purple. Interesting, huh? So we can represent this. There's also other ways that might be easier for you to understand. As you see here, look at this over here. We have, we can use props or toys. We're asking ourselves which animals or people have 4 legs or 2 legs. Over here we have a person, 2 legs, and then a dog, 2 legs. But then we were asking ourselves, oh, we have a dog. No, I'm sorry. This is a duck and this is a dog. A dog, a cow, a zebra, and then a bear, a polar bear. They have 4 legs. So we have more animals or people that have 4 legs or 2 legs. You tell me. You see? All right. So that's what we do, friends. We gather information and then we represent it in a graph so that we can understand it better. So what we're going to be doing right now is that we're going to be creating the graph together. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to be asking some questions. And if you want, you can also make your own graph at home and share it with us. Okay. So right here, as you see here, I have this graph. I'm sorry, no, it's not big enough. We have this graph over here. And we have some objects here, right? We have some coins. These are actually coins from different parts of the world, you know? We have euros. I also have some kurush from here, from Turkey. I have some euro cents. I also have colones from Miss Vicky's country, from Costa Rica. This is my currency, colones, okay? So I'm gonna put the coins here. I think that some of them might be too big for these little squares, but it's okay. We're gonna count them together, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see it's a little bit bigger, so it's going to go, I think it's going to go beyond the number, but it's okay. We were saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, it's touching 9 almost, but that's because the coins are bigger than the square. But we all understand these are 8 coins, right? Yes, 4 and 4, 8 coins. Okay, all right, it's touching all the way up until 9, but it's 8 coins like this. 8 coins, right? 8 coins. Now we're gonna count. These pieces are from my husband's favorite game, favorite board game. It's called chess. We're gonna count the dark ones, okay? 1, 2, and then 3, okay? All right, and then we are going to count the lighter pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It should be easier for us to see it as we have the numbers here. So as you see, well, again, it's tricky here because we have 8, but it's touching all the way up until 9. That's because they're bigger, remember. But we have number over here. We have over here, you see, 3, where we can count 1, 2, 3. Or we can count over here, you see, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So friends, I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna put it like this so that you can see it better. I'm going to ask you, which object has the bigger amount, the most objects, the bigger amount? Is it the coins, the dark pieces, or the lighter pieces? Which one has the bigger amount? Please answer over there, okay? You can record your voice and answer that question. And then which group has the smallest or the least amount of objects? The coins, the least amount of objects, the coins, the dark pieces, or the lighter pieces? Which object has the least amount of objects and which object has the most amount of objects? All right, friends, that's all for today. Please answer these questions. You can also try to make graphs at home for whatever reason you want. We can have fun with this. We can maybe ask our family, maybe our siblings or our parents, who has been washing the dishes most lately, and we can count and we can see who has been doing it more, who has been doing it least, so that we can have more equity, maybe something like that. Maybe who has been using or playing with this toy more, so that we can all have, yeah, we can all just play with information and have fun and use it for something in our daily life. Okay, friends? So have fun. Please don't forget to answer the questions that I asked before. And if you want to make your own graph, and if you get to make it, please share it with Ms. Frida and I on the Seesaw platform. Okay, friends? I love you very much, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.